1027 1035 WICY, your feel good favorites from the 80s and more. It's John Kazar, joined by a special guest today, Luke Dalton, who's going to talk about a big-time event coming up on Saturday, the 10th. The Addams Family. This is a one-night-only show, Back from the Dead. It's a fundraiser. Luke, I want to talk about your role with this and tell us what people need to know about the event before diving in a little more.
Well, thanks for having me first. The Addams Family is really just a continuation of the first, the old show, really. I mean, it follows the characters you know and love, sort of more older, grown up. But about 18 months ago was the original start of this whole project. It was sort of meant to be like that season's musical. It was that musical for the time.
Sure.
And, about 3 months later, COVID shut us all down. I mean, and we had already paid for costumes, we had paid for props, we had paid for just about everything, and we weren't able to make about any of that back via refunds or anything. We were in this void.
So you got to make this money up back, and you're trying to find a fun way to do it, no pun intended.
Oh, of course, yeah. So as a little bit of a recent adjustment, a couple of weeks ago, the directors decided, let's get the band back together. And even graduates who had already graduated, people who probably had much more important things to do that were in it before, we all came back for the most part, and now we're finally able to celebrate, and we can actually put on the show. The show must go on, as they say.
Yeah, and you don't have to pry. These people want to do it. It's their passion, right?
It is. At Chattagay, we like to consider our musical as a bit of like a family, where our cast is the family. We are, and no pun intended because of the Addams Family, but really we are a family. That is what it binds us together.
So I love this. The Addams Family, Back from the Dead, and it's you can help keep the musical alive by coming, and donations are accepted. So what's really interested about this, I think, is the fact that it's going to be taking place. I mean, even with weather, hopefully you're going to draw well with that, but at the school's parking lot.
Yes, we can't actually perform indoors. Because of COVID guidelines, we are not allowed to perform indoors thanks to the capacity limit.
Okay. So this is going to be kind of a pretty spaced out set looking.
For the most part, yes. A lot of the cast you'll see, for most scenes, the cast is grouped together, but because we can't change scenes, the whole parking lot, for the most part, the whole one end of the parking lot is 4 locations that are important to the show.
And what's your role with the show?
I'm really just kind of a nameless character. I'm in the ensemble, but
you sure know enough to talk about it. That's why we have you on today, Luke. So thank you so much, my man. No, I don't need to speak with the director necessarily. They know a lot going on. I don't need to speak with any type of cast member. Just someone that knows what's going on, because I want people to go to this show. It's Saturday the 10th. It's 6 p.m. And one more thing, concessions and silent auction with the parking lot open at 5. But yeah, you were going to say something?
Oh, no, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm here for. I want you to say it. So run again. Just kind of lay out everything for that night again for people with this Addams Family show, if you'd like.
Saturday night, parking lot opens at 5 o'clock. We'll have concessions, a silent auction, and silent auction there is just a lot of stuff. So everyone has their own thing. Pick your poison, as they say.
We're trying to help keep the musical alive. I'm so sorry with what happened with COVID, though. That really, and I know there's a lot of different ways that people were affected, and even groups like yours directly, and just a little sting to it, that you couldn't get back. But here's your chance,
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with the graduates of that year, because that was their last show. That was like their last hurrah. But now we're able to do it again. A lot of them are back now, and it feels right, because a lot of the biggest roles that had people who had already graduated, they're back, they're taking up the mantle again, and it feels so right.
Back for the attack.
I
love it. Luke?
It feels right, because honestly, I don't think I could see anyone else being their part. I couldn't see it.
I watch a lot of great shows, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, etc. Those are my 2 favorites. And it's just an example. I know what you mean. When you think there's no one else that can be that character, this is how I envision them. And there's no, I mean, it's kind of cliche, but I know what you mean. It's just a fit. It just fits the script. No pun intended.
Yeah, you grow with the actor as the character.
Yes.
And
there's no reason to think that, what about another person, dude? Like, stop it. It doesn't matter. We're never going to find out.
Right.
Anyways, we got a little tangent there. Had some fun, though. But, Luke, anything else you want to mention before we let you get back to work before this show?
I think that's really about it. Admission is totally free, by the way. I don't know if we brought that on.
Right, I said donations accepted, but we want to let people know that admissions is free. So
yeah.
Awesome. Well, the 10th, tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock. And again, that parking lot will be open 5 o'clock for people that want to straggle in a little bit early,
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh.
That's kind of all there is to it.
That's fine. Hold on, let me pause. I can take it out. But Luke joining us. And Luke, thank you so much for your time again. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's awesome here. The Addams Family Show tomorrow evening at the Chateauguay School parking lot. Pretty cool stuff. Got to do what you got to do. It's 102.7, 103.5 WICY.